Welcome back, friends. Here's the Soul Material Podcast, the podcast you cheer for. I'm the OGEO,
All right, T Mark the Street Shark.
and we are here for our signature episode that you all look forward to because the numbers say so, and they say people lie, numbers don't. The art of acquisition. So you already know the shark is out there taking a bite out of all of the deals and the steals out there in the streets. So without further ado, Shark, show us what you're working with.
All right, we're gonna dive in the art of acquisition. All right, so now this is post holiday. All right, we're in the new year. So now we're getting those, looking for those extra deals. The leftovers. We thought it was leftovers, but I'm telling you right now, the new wave is hitting a little earlier this year. Normally it hits a little after All Star, a little after February, going into the springtime, going to February, March. But I don't know where this cycle came from because it dried up before the holidays. But now more waves of Under Armours and Pumas are hitting, and then more Nike shoes as well. So I don't even know where to start. But I'll start with the biggest anomaly that I picked up the other day, or not too long ago. So here you go. LeBron James. All right, these are uh, the LeBrons from last year. All right, so this is the floral edition. All right. Again, this was a retail $200 shoe, ladies and gentlemen. So I had my eye on these because I was just like, oh, if they go under $100, I'll get them. So I ended up getting these from Ross. All right. Yeah, I didn't even take them apart yet. You see, they still got the hook together. So you see the Ross tag. It's real. I'm not making this up. All right. So this wasn't the super duper. I mean, there's the price. All right. $82. Maybe if I sat around and waited a little bit longer, so on some other sites, I could have got to the $70. You know what I mean? But this particular color wasn't everywhere, and the size, I've already been tracking these in other sites between this colorway and the alternate colorway for this, because the materials are ridiculous on this. This is like grandma's couch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that the floral embroidery on here. Oh wow, yeah, this is springtime. Yeah, gonna hurt them during the springtime, right? Interior quilted interior. All right. So nice details, $82. The goal was to get these under $100 anyway. All right, for a $200 shoe. So I paid $82 from, you know, and this was actually, I didn't see any other sizes in this one, so it just happened to be my size, just sitting there on a random Sunday when I went by, and I was just like, yeah, I guess they were waiting for me. Maybe I could have waited, but my size 12 doesn't last long, ladies and gentlemen. So, I think I saw someone looking around and had them and then put them back because they're looking them up on their phone. Like, oh, I can't make that much money off of them. So, and I was like, hey, I'll actually wear them. How about that? So I think that was the biggest anomaly. You know what I'm saying? To see the LeBron signature, in the store, because you normally don't see LeBron signatures. You see soldiers and the takedown, the witness model. You don't normally see a lot of LeBron signatures. All right. But so that was like the only Nike, but just to keep the party going, with the wave of deals, I've been seeing a lot of Under Armour, quite a bit of Under Armour at the in particular at Ross. All right. So, if you go to our page, you go to our YouTube page and go to Instagram, you'll see sometimes we post stories and reels and just to show you what we're seeing, as much as possible, and you'll see the hashtag Ross finds and Burlington finds, Marshall's finds. So just really, just running the circuit because I'm here in the DMV. I know I have a lot more options than other markets. I don't take it for granted. I've lived in many different places, and yes, this is there's a close proximity of these stores that's not normal in northern, especially in the Northern Virginia part of the DMV, that it makes it easy for me to catch some of these stores and then regularly check on them because because once I see smaller sizes popping up, now I'll start to check on other stores and then say, oh, because they're not going to, one store is not going to get just a full size runner. They're just all just sitting there. Not in our area. Some of the pictures that I've seen in the Floridas and on the West Coast and New Mexico and the West Coast and California, some of those Rosses and stuff like that, where they just have, and them Burlingtons that look like the whole row just has all the, like, I've never seen that over here. So again, I'm humble for what we do have access to, but it still ain't that, especially those Floridas, because OG from back in the day, that those are just close proximity to outlets and things like that, as to why those markets get those in bulk. So let me just jump in. So first, affordable model, Under Armour retro model, Forge 96. All right. Just clean pair. Just clean. Now, this model has been on sale, and you can, on the Under Armour website and a couple other sites where you can stack some coupons. All right. But you probably won't get it down to that. Let me see that. There you go. $36. All right. 36. And guess why we bought these, ladies and
I'm sold, baby.
gentlemen? The gum sole is the soul material special. All right, we get a gum soul. It just melts my heart. Gotta do it. All right, so we just got a little gray. But you got a little suede action up here too. So we mixed up the materials. All right. So now you can wear these because they got this like hyperfused mesh action going on the top. Little leather, and then the suede. All right. So again, they come in different materials. There's so many different colorways of this shoe, but this shoe is comfortable. Gives you a little dad shoe vibe, but definitely something that you can rock casually and for a good steal. So that's what we're talking about, the art of acquisition. All right. It's about what you like. All right. And it's a deal. You know what? I like deals. All right. And classic shoe. You can wear it to work, hit that happy hour afterwards, and just that good casual wear on the weekends too. All right. UA Forge 96. I seen this model. Go back to our sneakers of the year episode, and I said that this model was the Under Armour slept on model of the year when it comes to the silhouette of how many times it was collaborated with, and also the different colorways. So very happy that I actually wanted this colorway and saw my size pop up. So here we go again, Under Armour Apparition. But we got that burgundy. We got that burgundy. We got a little gold. All right, it's a little green. The interior is green or whatever to offset everything. But sure enough, you see what we was gonna do with it right here. Okay. OG got the fit too. You could rock these right now as well. And I just love how they have the white laces. I love the contrast, the laces, when you get the light color. This is like an off-white too, so it's not and they're not flat. All right. So you got the mesh. Look at the materials with the mesh and the suede burgundy. Come on. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Another Ross special. Under Armour. Boom. $39.99. All right. Under Armour Apparition. All right. So I'm just gonna pause because the next one, wow. I was happy to find my size. OG. You know what I mean? Talk to the people real quick though. You know what I'm saying about with the market you're in. You know what I mean? And it don't look. It ain't the same.
Hardly. And trust me, I'm not out in the streets like I used to be, but I'm still out in these streets because the proximity of where I am in a spot to where there's a Marshalls and or a Ross and or a Burlington within 10 miles wherever I go on the island. So I'm convinced that it's not only the market, but like I said, there's some people around here that do their clean sweeps because I have not been able to obtain too much of anything. Now the Riverhead outlet, so forth. Deer Park Outlet, Nike, Polo, so forth. Yes, but the Rosses and Marshall with clothing, yes. Sneakers, I don't know what's going on. And me being from the DMV, um, like I said, I guess I took for granted how things are now, particularly how things were back in the early to mid 2000s. You talking about us racking up $39.99, $49.99 with the full box, tissue paper, everything. A lot of the things that we showed and displayed back in our past seasons, check them out. That was straight from Marshalls or a TJ Maxx or a Ross. It looked like it came from a Foot Locker or a Champs or a JD Sports. So, like you said, you're in a very particular market, and it's not Florida, but what you're getting and the price you're getting them for, awesome, man. Because what I see here, when I'm talking about Bobos, Shark, I'm talking about straight Bobos. And then I also, unfortunately, we've seen this online as well, a couple of fakes that I've seen here as well. So I'm not sure people are exchanging things and what's going on. But again, man, New York is New York, man. So it's just a little different. So I'm missing a little bit of Southern hospitality of just off a GP going and say, oh, and it's my size. Oh, I'll grab this, So here it seems like it's a bum rush up here, man. So I'm waiting for me to get that deal or that steal or that oh my god moment, but haven't gotten it yet. So I don't know if I got to be in the store a certain time or get there early. I haven't found the trend just yet. Like we had a flow going, Tony, when we
Yep.
were
You
back
knew
in the
when they
day.
restocked
We
all
knew the
that.
shipments. We knew and then collaborating with the employees, like we talked about in the previous episode, with customer service. People getting to know you. People know your face. They know you're coming, so they'll let you know when things come. So we know what time to be there, what day. Them days, man. I'm trying to get back, man. But kudos to you, man, for just being out there off GP and finding things. Because again, with the size 12, that's a quick strike period. So you either strike right there, or you're not going to strike because you're not going to see it if you go back the next day or the next week.
Yeah, so this was the most GP pickup because this was just like, oh, I just went to the store, but there's, Ross in the shopping center, and I had just went 3 days ago, and they didn't have nothing. Nah, I'm not gonna walk back in. You know what? I should just walk back in. And then all of a sudden, these are on the shelf.
Oh!
All right, so now I've seen a handful of Curry brand, but I hadn't seen this one. The Curry One Flotro, but this is the draft, the Hornets edition. So wow, wasn't expecting this, and then especially at my size, yeah, you got a little pinstripe action. You got the polka dots in the midsole right there. Look at that. Look at these details. Look at that. And again, yeah, you see, I still haven't even unlocked it. These are so fresh, I haven't even put them in a plastic bag yet. I put my Lucy's in a bag, but yeah, you got the Ross, so you know it's real. The Ross tag, the fade, the purple fade with the polka dots. Come on, man! And it's a complete, just so you know it's real. There you go. $49.99. All right. Yeah, I wish these were $40 like everything else. You know what I mean? But again, signature low top. Come on down. All right. So we've already reviewed this model. So go back to a couple episodes from last season, where we talked about the Curry One Flotro, the low top. Shout out to our friends over at the Curry brand. For hooking us up with the Camp Curry Camp colorway back in the day. But yeah, this was the GP. Like, oh, glad I had the urge to just walk around the corner and go inside to a Ross that I had already been to. So you see how that's the discipline to go back, ladies and gentlemen, where we're talking about like, yeah, well, I went once. Well, I was just there 3 days ago. So no, it's the discipline. Like if I'm here a couple feet away, I might as well peek my head in. What's one lap that takes a minute or two, and me, I have, the shark vision. I can just walk in, eyeball the wall, and then when colors just pop out in my eyes, I just beeline straight to where I need to go. So I'm literally like just scanning and then do and then hold in and say, hold on. And then my size, oh, because again, I like building the content as well for our page. So not everything's a size 12 that I took a picture of. And then that gets us to some more engagement because we're getting, messages and people asking about them and everything like that. So it's usually a compilation of, I'm just going to be honest with you, not everything is in one store when I'm posting all those pictures. So it's not that sweet. All right. But that's probably a combination of about 4 or 5 Rosses in particular. And there's like, a track of like 3 or 4 that I can just hit and all within like an hour of just going boop, 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 so I think, post holiday season, I think it just came a little early that more stuff like they might have made more money if this stuff was coming out in this early December. You know what I mean? They didn't have this on the wall back then. So yeah, so we're seeing that. You got LeBron signatures now. The OG you were just talking about what it looked like back in the day and the in the Marshalls and stuff. Yeah, that was the last time we saw LeBron's. You can see LeBron's, Kobe's, KD's, the whole elite playoff series with the box stacked up in Marshalls in all the colors. You know what I mean? So that was, one of you go back to, some of our previous episodes too. One, a bonding sneaker friend moment with us was, the USA basketball, Nike Hyper Dunks. It was the United We Rise Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Edition that you bought for me for like $60. You know what I mean? So again, and that's a GP. We just walk in. We wasn't even hunting for stuff like that. It's just you just looking and seeing, and then like, hey, you got your size. Would you do it? So that's where it's at. So
Shout outs to Rugged Warehouse too, and this is no
rugged.
lie, no cap at all. Shark was there. There
Oh
was
yeah,
just so much in abundance while I passed. But there was, I believe it was the Kobe 3 or the Kobe 4 College Rice Edition. No box, sitting there, $39.99, all kind of sizes. And I'm like, I'm not, do I really need another shoe? So again, just going back to those days to realize how good we had it where I just looked at it, like, I just went to Marshalls last week. I don't need to spend that $40. Now I look back and I'm just like, wow, those are just sitting there. How did those even get there? And we ain't talking about size 16s to 17s. We're talking about
yeah,
9,
nope.
10, 11s, and 12s. So again, a great time to be alive and glad we lived it. But it's good to see that post COVID, things are starting to come back to where they once were as far as getting your deals at the discount stores, definitely.
Oh yeah. All right. So before we go, I know this is an order acquisition, but thanks for our fans, thanks for our followers and viewers of this particular episode. Thank you for going this far into the episode. All right, because you're gonna get some bonus footage right now. All right, because this isn't a deal. This is just the acquisition that I'm very happy about because I bought it directly from their site. And to me, this is already an early candidate for sneaker of the year for 2025. I'm just saying it off the top. Shark doesn't jump to conclusions or anything like that. And I just start with the box. We got the Air Max Thunder. This is a retro model, so this is our era. This is our school age time. So like high school, college, like this. Like we saw all of these. You know what I mean? We might have had some colorways. Now they brought them back in so many different colors. But I'm talking about the kids, the immigrants. All right. Got the special stars on the box. Kids are immigrants on there. KI logo right there. Like I am so like this shoe is amazing to me. Okay, so let's break it down. Just because soul material, we're all about the materials, all about the details and the layers. So I just gotta show everyone. So this is the colorway. I got that sunset because I just had to do it. Get that sunset colorway. Now look at the toe box first of all. All right, that's some suede right there, and it's almost like this brown, gray, olive mixture. You know what I mean? Like depending on to me, it's like however the light hit it, I don't know. That could be gray or green. You know what I mean? So I just love the detail of that suede because it's super high quality. I've seen suede on plenty of different shoes, but that toe box suede. But if the camera does it justice, the leather that's underneath the eye holes that's on the suede, like that is ridiculous level of just the little detail that the shark sees you. Okay, look at the toe box. All right, we got the zipper. Okay. The details of the laces on the inside. I got plenty of ACG action that can, jackets and sweatshirts and stuff that could go with this. Great. Okay. Um, get to the back. Look at the K. Just for the K air right there. Just the subtle, you know what I'm saying? The subtleties. All right. Logo on the inside. K1 action. Okay. All right. Another subtle detail that just will knock your socks off. I hope that the camera will do me justice on this. Look at the air bubble. All right. Can we see the sparkle? Can we see the fade and the sparkle? Who does that? That's amazing to me. All right. So it looks like you can see it. All right. You see that? The sparkle. Maybe on the inside too. The iridescent. Come on. The air bubble like that. I was just looking at the shoe because I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I'm like, whoa, this is like candy paint on the, like, again, my lighting and my camera is not doing this one justice, but I know you can see plenty of the angles of of it being iridescent. You know what I mean? So, and then last but not least, I'm trying to line it up so you see it. The clear soles, kids are immigrants. All right. And then we got our Air Max logo in there too. Wow. So again, just wanted to give you guys some bonus for this. This is almost like a secret unboxed inside of our acquisition or whatever, because I didn't get a discount on these or anything, but these aren't on shelves. You know what I mean? So you got them directly from the Kids Immigrant site. Sneakers app. The Sneakers app only had this colorway because the other colorway was not released on the Nike site. So you had to get it directly from them or or on the store list for the boutique. So, yeah, wow. You know, I'll just save room if you have any reactions from the OG before I'm just going to spin it around, let the people marinate in this.
Absolutely amazing.
Butter cookies.
Being an OG, we seem to be, as they say, old farts sometimes, to where it's like, get off my lawn. Why would you do this to a shoe that I loved and grew up with and so forth? But the execution with that shoe all the way across, absolutely excellent. Again, as you mentioned, soul material, all about the details, and those details aren't subtle at all. So, like with good hip hop, it's always the little nuances that makes your song a great song, and the little nuances in that shoe makes that good shoe a great shoe. And just a plus plus plus, definitely, for the materials to the colorway to the color placement, all the way across. Like you can't lose either way. And the more you look and the more you dig, the more details you find, and that's like a hidden treasure, if you will. The more you go into the shoe, and I'm all about that life too. Going back to our childhood, so shout out to Nike, the kid immigrants. That's a well executed release shoe colorway all the way across, man. Just A plus.
A plus. Yes, it's Easter eggs all over the place. All right. So there you have it. The people have spoken. We gave you another Art of Acquisition episode. You're going to see us do more of these during season 5. We want to give the people what they want. All right. And again, as we're continuing to grow as a brand, we're letting you know that we're trying to engage with our audience. We're listening, we're learning, we're growing, we're giving that clarity over popularity as always. All right. So for another episode of Sneaker Business Talk, but this time our signature Art of Acquisition. We had another one in the books for 2025 from the Soul Material Podcast. All right, the podcast you cheer for, channel you cheer for. So signing off, it's T-Bart the Street Shark.
And the OGEO. Until next time, peace to you.
Peace.
Sneaker Business Talk. It's the Soul Material Podcast.